party start. Oh, man. Oh, what the hell? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Oh, man. What kind of asshole puts a countdown at the beginning of a live stream? Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the Second Street Marvel, where we're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or shortly thereafter, or maybe even a half hour thereafter, or maybe even about 10 minutes after we scheduled the stream, and because technology and all kinds of different stuff. But regardless of all that, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Make sure that you share this video out with your friends. Give the video a thumbs up. It really does help in the algorithm. I swear, that's what they say, and they might be right, because obviously we haven't had the kind of success on this channel that we probably could, all because you don't smash the like button and I don't remind you often enough to make sure to tell you, to remind you, you helpless ape, you mindless oaf, what's wrong with you? Hit the like button, hit the thumbs down button, share the stream out with your friends, tell them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel and talk about some comic books and all kinds of other cool things out there. Now, before I get into all of that, if you don't know, what I typically do is I start off the show talking about some of the comic books that I pulled for the week, and then I interact with you all in the chats as we talk about some things that have kind of just happened throughout the week, or maybe they're things that happened a couple of weeks ago to some fucking weirdos and people are still talking about it. Yes. Some people just can't let some of these things go. And hey, I get it. I get it. Like I said, you gotta do things. You gotta feed the algorithm. You gotta feed the people, the mindless drones who come to YouTube to sit there and scroll through videos like they do, like it's Facebook or Twitter. Mindlessly until you come to some video and you listen to some idiot flap his gums about a bunch of stupid shit. And maybe you care about their opinions. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just watching it for entertainment, right? Because you're an idiot. But maybe you're not. Maybe you're not an idiot. Maybe you're smart, and that's why you're here, hanging out with me and all the great people you see here in the chats, the Myrtle Maniacs, the awesomest people in the world. We're going to get into some comic book reviews, but one thing I want to do before we get right into that is I want to tell you a little bit about the Myrtle Maniacs. The Myrtle Maniacs are the people you see down in the chats with the little badges next to their names. Now, what those people do is most of these people are hard workers. They go out every day and they work hard for their money. And they enjoy things like here on YouTube. And for whatever reason, they enjoy the same things I do. And they enjoy hearing me flap my gums about those things. And they support this channel with those hard-earned dollars. And we thank them so very much. Now, one of the things we do with those hard-earned dollars and the channel memberships, they're hard-earned for you guys. I guess you could say they're somewhat easily earned for me. I mean, being a content creator can be hard, but I do need to get better at the content creation thing. But you know what? It's just so fun hanging out here with you guys, right? But what they do is they support their channel with their hard-earned dollars. And one of the things I do with that money from the channel memberships is I put it in to crowdfunding comic books. You guys know I love comic books here on the channel. I love to talk about them. And crowdfunding comics, you know, it can get a little bit expensive. But what I do with that money is I put it in to crowdfunding comic books. Comic books like this right here. This is La Muerta Onslaught, Chapter 7 of the La Muerta story. Signed by Brian Pulido. You could probably see that right there. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can with the lighting and everything. Can you? A little bit right there. Oh, yeah. Anyway, this right here, we recently gave a copy of this away. One of the crowdfunded books that we did, that we backed. This is La Muerta Onslaught Chapter 7, the premiere edition. And we just recently gave away this copy right here during one of our channel members only streams. This nice book went out to my man Reefer Man Reviews, or is going out to my man Wayne from Reefer Man Reviews. You can go back, channel members, and you can watch the video on that. Now, to get entered into this, you do have to be a channel member, and you've also got to be a member for about 3 months. You know, they have the little loyalty badges and stuff on there. And we dig into the little YouTube analytics and it tells us how long you've been there. All you got to do is be here for at least 3 months as a channel member and you get entered into the giveaway. For this, automatically. That's what you get. Well, not for this one. This one belongs to Wayne now because he's been here for a while. One of the great Myrtle Maniacs, one of the great channel supporters, and he won this one. For, I don't know, is it for free? Like, it's for free. I mean, but like, you get it, right? You get it. But we're getting ready to send this out to my man Wayne. And look, he don't even have to get a hold of me to give me his deets because I've already got him. I've already sent this dude out some other comic books. But he was the name that we drew. You should go check out the channel members video that we did just the other day. It was a very good time. I was tired, had a long day, and it's been a very long week. But congratulations, Wayne, for winning this La Muerta Onslaught comic book. We'll get that sent out to you. Now, the other thing is, when it comes to those channel memberships and doing that, I still haven't decided, like, once you win one, because we do them every 3 months, when you're eligible to win one again. And I figured, maybe a year is right. I mean, that's like essentially that's 3 because we're doing them every quarter. So that's 4 a year. So, you win one, 3 other chances, you miss out on 3 chances, but then you get the next year. I don't know. I know somebody's thinking like, yeah, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel my membership after I win the one time. And then like 3 months before the next year, I'm going to go ahead and renew. That's how people are. It's all good. It's all good. And if you only support for a little while, it's all good. Matter of fact, we had some people whose memberships lapsed, people who aren't members any longer, who were members during the time that we were doing this giveaway that I put their names in there anyway. You know why? I don't know. Not because I'm cool like that or anything, or like I'm a great person, because they're fucking great people and they supported the channel. And so I put their names in here because they were here during that time when we were doing the giveaway. I'm like, if I don't give a shit. One thing is you better get a hold of me. But I have to email you to get your information to send it. So, since we gave that one away to our good friend Wayne over at Reefer Man Reviews, who you should go check out his channel, there's a link down in the description of this video. If you would like a chance to win something similar, you should consider becoming a channel member, like our most recent channel member, Jared Dyer, one of our newest Myrtle Maniacs, who, by the time we do this giveaway, should be eligible for it, which this time we are giving away another one of those excellent Coffin Comics books. We are giving away Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation. This is the premiere edition. This is chapter 14 of the Lady Death Saga. And if I'm not mistaken, this one's signed by Brian Polito as well. I could be wrong. But I thought it was too. I don't see it. Is it? Oh, maybe is it on the inside cover? I don't see it on the inside cover. Is it on the outside? Oh, yeah, it's right there above. It's right there above her name in the gold letters, right there. See that? Bam. But we are giving this away. Lady Death, Sacrificial Annihilation, chapter 14 in the Coffin Comics Lady Death universe, and this is actually part of Deathocalypse as well. Little storyline they've had running through these past few. So to get entered into this, all you gotta do is be a channel member for a few months. You know what? You could probably become a channel member this month and be eligible for it. I think we're still in the first month. Like we just gave this away. It was supposed to be at the beginning of April. It was a little bit late, just a bit busy. And hey. It's all good. Consider it. You don't have to. I'm not gonna sit here and beg. I understand that maybe it's a little bit expensive for the channel membership. I know a lot of channels do. They do the 99-cent thing where you get the little badges and stuff, and then, you move up from tiers. Well, I decided to open ours up at $3.99, and you can thank the comic companies for that. Like, that's what I based it on. That's what I based it on, was the digital copy. The digital copy, you go buy a comic book on, on your little tablet. You go there and you buy a digital comic. You don't have anything physical in your hand, but your phone. No, I'm not going there. We'll go there in a little while. It's $3.99. That's what they charge for a digital comic book. Like you don't even own it. You don't even have a physical copy. Anyway, they charge you $3.99. So I was like, okay, well, we'll start it there. Because, if you want to support the channel with your hard-earned dollars, and I do appreciate all of you, it's basically just like buying me a comic book a month, right? It's like buying me a comic book every single month. Now, I will say, it's actually not, though. It's maybe like buying me a Spawn comic book every single month, because it's one of the few comic books left out there that's still $2.99. Because by the time Google takes their cut, which is 30%, they're like lawyers, man. They take their 30%, so then I'm only left with the other, 70%. And, of course, you know how it is. Uncle Sam's got to take his cut. So, really, I'm probably not even getting a Spawn book. You know what I mean? But it's all good. The thing is, we still make it work out. But I do appreciate you. I do appreciate all of the channel members, and all of the channel members who have been around for getting close. We're getting close, aren't we? We're getting close to 2 years. I know there's great people out there like Maverick Pilgrim, Mike Porter, Wayne from Reefer Man Reviews, The Den of Nerds, and several others. My man Lord, I think my man Lord Veedo's getting close. RC Scott getting close. Captain Pennsylvania, he's up there. Matter of fact, Captain Pennsylvania is probably live with Jason from Polyhedral Paradise right now. They are doing a live stream for charity for mental health awareness. You should go check that out. I do not have a link right now, but I am sure there was one of our wrenches, one of the people there, our moderators, that might be able to get that link in there. If not, I'll get it in there soon. Don't worry about it. But you should go check that out. And matter of fact, Jason from Polyhedral Paradise was one of the winners of our last giveaway that we did of a Lady Death book. So, anyway, thank you all so much for that. Now, let's go ahead and get into the live chats really quick. Say what's up to everybody. And then we are going to get into some comic book reviews. Okay, so let's get in here. I see we've got my man Mike Porter. Mike Jokey Porter. All right, Mr. Jokey. Mr. Jokey. Joke maker. We've got Obi-Wan the homie, aka Beskar Batman. Star Wars MCU OG, my man. Yes. Obi-Wan the homie says, me and the little Padawan hit up the LCS and scored some killer books. Nice. He says, I was a proud Jedi when she started naming all the characters in the shop. Nice. Hell yeah. Let's see. We've also got Jared Dyer in the house. There we go. There's one of our new members right there. There's one of our newer members right there. And you can tell he's got his little badge. He's got the new member badge. Hey, all good. Thank you so much for being here, Jared. We've also got Tim's Talk in the building, my man. I hope all's going good with you. We've also got, Eric the Guapo. How are you doing, my man? I seen you earlier on a live stream with some of your homies talking about some comic books and stuff. We got Todd, Marvel Maniac, in the building. How are you doing? Good day to you. Dixie is in the building. Yeah, hit the like button, you troglodytes. What is it? And see, he's got his wrench there. Nice. Yeah, I ain't no dummy. Yeah. Oh man, the squeaky wheel gets the likes. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah. I really need that La Muerta floppy. You score. Yeah, he did, man. I know, man. Like, dude, like, you know, I've been flapping my gums about that book, dude. I don't even want to get rid of that book because that cover is so fucking dope, bro. Like, it's fucking sick. Like, the cover I got, it's nice, it's cool, it's great. I love it too. The Palo Pantolino cover, but like that one, I'm like, man, like, how do you just, like, I won't. Maybe I'll just send him the hardcover and he'll never know. Of course, then I don't have the hardcover. Dang it! Yeah. All right. Yes, Jared, thank you so much. Yeah. Had to support the West Coast. Oh, yeah, the West Coast Nerd Vengers to become a Myrtle Maniac. Hell yeah. Greatly appreciate you, my brother. Says that that new giveaway cover looks sick. Lady Death, absolutely. Yes. Lady Death. Have you seen Midnight Rose? One shot after Shock by Jim Starlin. Also, the new Nightmare Country book looks nice. New Nightmare Country. Oh, Nightmare Country. Is that the DC book? I saw the cover of that. It actually looked pretty cool. It actually looked pretty good. I didn't check it out though, but I'm sure it looked like it was worth reading. But the others will definitely be getting into. Now, in case you guys don't know, it's been a very busy week for me personally. In case you guys don't know, not only do I do this thing, you know, kind of part-time-ish, you know, being a YouTube content creator, being a YouTuber, but like I've also got a real life. Yeah, I'm not one of these lames. I'm not one of these lames who don't get laid or anything. I am married, I guess. There is an excuse. But Anyway, I guess I'm not one of these lame asses that can't get laid. How about that? Got 3 kids, run my own business, so I stay pretty busy. Damn, man, that was a downer. I shouldn't even said that. I shouldn't have tried to make fun of people who can't get laid, right? I shouldn't even try to do that shit, because as I was sitting there, like the harsh realization hit me, like, you know, like did I turn white like a sheet, like I seen a ghost? Like that's how it felt. Like that numbness. Like as soon as I said that, like some loser who don't get laid, and then it's like. Or remember Christopher Walken in what was that movie? The Stephen King one. Yeah. Where you sit there and yeah, like damn. What was I saying anyway? Something trying to make something sound good about how I'm not a loser, and I got all kinds of things going on in my life, like reading comic books and running my own business and having a few kids and having to go out after, like, I had to wait a little while after my injury and everything last year after I got hit by that car and I was all broke back mountain and shit. And I had to work my way back, and I went through 90 days of, not therapy, I was just, building up my strength and everything. And I recently ended the 90-day phase of workouts and everything. And I was getting ready to start another session, actually, at the beginning of this week. I was getting ready to start another 90-day block of strength training, as well as starting to increase my mileage on my bike. But life happens, taxes happen. I still got to get my taxes done by Monday. Well, by the end of Monday, I guess. But then, not only that, like, I've got, in the meantime, I had something else I've been putting off because I haven't been able to do it, and that is building a new fence in my backyard. So I've been spending some time doing that this week. Should be done by the end of this weekend. Should have my taxes done by the end of this weekend. Everything works out right. So I didn't get my comic book reviews done for the week. And that is what we're going to do right now. That's what we're going to do right now. But thank you all so much for being here today for today's comic book reviews. We've got a lot of great books to talk about. Jim Starlin returns with another hit on Aftershock Comics. Gun Honey hits trade paperback, and the first thing that I've got to show off to you guys this week is She-Hulk, the Savage She-Hulk Omnibus from Marvel Comics. You guys know I don't really pull a whole lot of Marvel or DC books these days at all, but this week, this was one I had on pre-order. I've never read the Savage She-Hulk or anything like that, so I seen this was getting ready to come out. I know the series is getting ready to come out on Disney Plus, and I seen this. I'm like, hey, why not? I might as well learn a little bit about these characters, kind of like I've done with a lot of the omnibus purchases that I have made, not only for those reasons, because plenty of these books I bought just because I wanted to read them and I seen they were coming out, and I'm like, hey, why not? Sometimes getting something like this might be easier for somebody like me than having to go out there and diving through long boxes and stuff and a bunch of comic shops going on those hunts. But you know what I found is after reading great omnibuses like these, the way they're put together with all these original stories, and you get like some of the rich history of some of these characters, is I get the itch to actually go out into some local comic book shops so I can start buying some of these issues because they're that good. A lot of these things. This omnibus right here contains Savage She-Hulk 1 through 25, as well as Marvel 2-in-1 number 88. You guys can see that right back there on the back cover, all of these issues that it has in here. Quite a few of them. So that's like, what, 26 issues. And then you go and you see like a lot of the older omnibuses or omnibuses of a lot of the older stories. This, when you take the dust cover off, this is how they look. Like this one right here has this kind of plain black. Why is that? You know, I swear I shut this thing off. I swear I shut this thing off. All right. So a lot of these old omnibuses that Marvel does, like a lot of the older stories, they have this plain black hardcover with, you know, the font of the character on here. Then you flip it around, you know, they've got the spine here, just kind of just like the dust jacket is. And then you flip it on the back, they have the picture there of just the character themselves on the plain black background here on this omnibus for the main cover. And then, you know, you get inside here as well, and it seems like for a lot of the older ones they use like this one, they use like the plain black paper, or sometimes they even have like a black and silver marble kind of look on theirs as well. And then I've seen others where some of the newer ones where they use different colors and things like that just to kind of make these things, church them up and make them look cool and presentable. But I can't wait to get into this. I've never read The Savage She-Hulk. If you've read The Savage She-Hulk, any of these books, the original stories of She-Hulk, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And I'll show you this next thing that came in as well. And this is one I was just showing you guys a second ago. This is Gun Honey, the trade paperback. This is on Titan Comics. Now this just came out. It is written by Charles R. Dyer, and the art is by Ang-Hor Kang. Yeah, and colorist is Asifur Rahman, and colored by David Leitch. You can see those names right there. Now, this is the trade paperback. I reviewed all of these books here on the channel. I absolutely love this book, this series. Think it's great. They are going to be doing a second story arc of this, and I got this right. I pre-ordered this before because I really enjoyed this cover right here from Bill Sienkiewicz, who actually did the art in the original Moon Knight run. But it was great because on New Comic Book Day, when this came out, I actually got this in the mail as well. I don't buy many books online or anything, but sometimes when I have trouble finding book, like I couldn't find this book at any of the local comic book shops that I go visit. In case you guys don't know, I'm an ambassador for Aftershock Comics. So I actually get paid to go into several local comic book shops here in my area and talk about comic books. And while I'm there, I go through comic books. I see some, I pick stuff up, I buy stuff at the different shops. And I have been unable to locate this Gun Honey issue #1. This was the cover A, the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, and I have it here. Now I'm only missing 2 of the photo covers I'm only missing issue 1 and 2 to have all of the main covers of this series that came out. There are a few exclusive shop exclusives out there that I don't have and I haven't got, and a couple of them are kind of expensive. I seen them when I was getting this one here off of eBay, and this one right here I actually only paid like less than $1 more than cover price for it plus shipping. I won't really complain too much about that. I mean, you're probably gonna have to pay shipping in most cases, and cover price I'm okay with. I'm a dollar over, like okay, whatever. But I had to get this, a series I really enjoyed. If you haven't read Gun Honey, it's one I definitely suggest you check out. It's about this woman who, as a child, kind of some things went wrong in her family. Her family was all gone, and she was on her own for years. Well, one of the things she ended up doing was she became known as Gun Honey. But what she did was her jobs entailed getting guns into places where you couldn't get guns into. And, you know, the people who would hire her needed guns where you couldn't get them. And that's what she did. She went and got them there for her clients. I thought this book and series was very good, and I cannot wait to read the second series. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Gun Honey and what you think about it. If not, why haven't you? You need to. It's a good book. It's a good book, and the art in the book is absolutely great. And aside from the story, which was actually really good, the art was another major thing that drew me to this book as well. This was from a new artist, and here, look, you will open up the here's the first page. Here's the first page of the book. You open up the book, right? Yeah, you open up the book. You see, you're like, oh, okay, all right. But then what happens what do you get when you see? Yeah, you open up the second page. There you go. The art in here is great. The story here was great, and all of it serves a purpose. Sometimes you see like a hot chick, and people are like, oh, what she got? Oh, why are her titties so big? What's all that about? Well, it's actually part of it. Like, believe it or not, she actually uses that, right? Her sex appeal, right? In this story. Very good stuff here, but I mean, just going through here, a lot of the times, like I said, there is some nudity in this book and things like that, but it's one of those things like sometimes when you see nudity in a book, it's not always sexual. It's not always sensual. And I feel that in this book as well when you see some of the nudity and some of the things that are going on in here. Definitely a book worth checking out on Titan Comics. And you can now pick up the trade paperback in your local comic book shop. And not only that, did they have this cover as well. They actually have this in a trade paperback as well of the Adam Hughes cover as well. Now, I did order the Adam Hughes cover of it as well, but it came in and it was damaged. So I'm going to have to wait till they get that in, and I can show you what some of the different covers here looked like. They got here inside. They got a graphic of all the covers, and they've got all the covers down here, like these, like see where my finger is right here. This one right here, and the one next to it that are pretty much the same. I don't have those two. Because they are kind of more rare ones. Even the one there on the end, the other Robert McGinnis one, like this one right here, but the Virgin variant. But I do have the Adam Hughes cover. That one right there. That's what the other cover was of the other trade paperback, that Adam Hughes variant. But pretty much got most of these except for the ones. But definitely a book worth checking out. Now the other thing that just came out this week as well. The other thing that just came out this week is, you guys know that one of my favorite series here lately, and it's one that like really it just kind of crept up on me as being one of my favorite series, has been Something Is Killing the Children. They have been putting out these David Mack, these variants, David Mack variants right here. And this is issues 11 through 15 that we've got right here. I'm going to show you each one of these. Now, I've already got all of these books from when they came out originally, these Something Is Killing the Children. But, I've been getting these because, they're David Mack. They're nice. But also because, maybe one of these days maybe I'll decide to get rid of those books. Like, look, I'm not too emotionally connected to a lot, like some of these things. Like, I really like this stuff, but I've got these books right here. I got to sell like when this show gets ready to come out for Something's Killing Children, I'm gonna flip these things to somebody like, hey, whatever, and make some money on some books and go buy some more comic books. But then in that case, I've got all these other covers right here that I was thinking, what I might do with these is maybe one of these days I'll hit up some cons and maybe I'll come across David Mack, which I've done before. I think he was at the LA Comic-Con when I went there a handful of years ago, and just have him sign these and maybe have them graded and then sell these things or something. I don't know. Are these worth any? I don't know. But the series has been really good. I picked up this little bundle of these David Mack covers as well. But I don't know. I think it's a great series. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have read Something Is Killing the Children and what you think about it. I think it's a great series. Definitely worth checking out. Now, we're going to move into some Aftershock comics here. And this first one here on Aftershock Comics, this first one here is actually one that has been optioned for a movie by Sony already. Now, that was when they did the original, the first arc of it. This is a continuing story arc here, but this is Kaiju Score Steal from the Gods, issue number 1. Now, this cover right here is the Eric Powell Aftershock Ambassador exclusive. You can only find this particular cover in a shop that has an Aftershock ambassador. I am an Aftershock Comics ambassador, and I get to go into some local comic book shops, talk about Aftershock Comics, and deliver great books like these covers right here to them for their customers, if they're selling them, if they're giving them away, whatever they decide to do with them. but this just came out this week, and this book I thought was pretty good. It's a heist story mixed with kaiju. And if you like heist stories, I would say this is definitely a book worth checking out, written by James Patrick. It's got art and colors by Rem Brew and lettered by Dave Sharp. I'll show you those names right there, and you can see a little bit of the art in this book as well. Now, I'll tell you, when I got into the first series of this book, Rembrew's art was a little bit different, didn't really know what to think of it or make of it, but I found as the story went on, the art style really kind of matched the story and everything that was going on, and that's something that I really dig. Like the art that, like, for me, art is subjected to a story because, like, you know, you can get away with certain things in some stories that you can't in others. And I think this one, Rembrew does a pretty good job on here with the characters, the art style in here as well, and even the colors. Now, here in the second story, we are following one of our main characters from the first series as she goes on and builds her own crew and starts going on some missions, and she's made an offer that she can't refuse, and she refuses it, but then kind of takes up the offer a little bit later, getting ready to set us up for this series. And I can't wait to see what's in store with this series. I thought the first series, I was kind of like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be into it. And I liked it. This one right here, I read issue number 1. I'm like, I don't know. But I'm into it. But if you like heist stories, you like kaiju, definitely worth checking out. Another good series on Aftershock Comics. Definitely worth checking out if you're into those things, if you ask me. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Kaiju Score Steel from the Gods, or, you know, if you like heist stories even. You know, like, not everybody likes Ocean's 11, right? Not everybody. But they can be fun. They can be fun movies. But let's move right on into the next book here on Aftershock Comics this week, guys. Jim Starlin returns with Midnight Rose. This is a one-shot right here that is the cover price is $8.99, and this book is written by Jim Starlin with art by Nicole Jelinek. DC Alonso is the colorist. Dave Sharp is the letterer. The cover is Nicole Jelinek with Jim Starlin. And Jim Starlin and Jamie Jameson are on the incentive cover, which was a very nice cover as well. Now, I will show you these names right here in the front of this book. You can see a little bit of the art there. Now, I gotta tell you, man, this book, for one, is really, really great. I guess you could say, like, the style, the genre it is, I would say it's body horror-culture, right? You see what I did there? It's body horror-culture, because we're got some body horror stuff, and it kind of dealing with these roses and horticulture, and it's absolutely fucking great. If you didn't read this book, you got to go out to your local comic book shop and pick this up. Jim Starlin, one of comics' biggest names out there, famous writer. You know who he is. Don't act like you don't, and don't act like you don't want to go pick up this book from Jim Starlin, Midnight Rose, on Aftershock Comics. I highly suggest checking this out. We follow this young girl who, as she is born, some things happen as she's born. These anomalies. Does it have anything to do with her? Who knows? But what happens is we learn that she goes through this trauma as a child. After she is born, her mother dies bearing her, and under some very strange circumstances. And at that same time, her father walks away out of her life, and she is forced to go live in these foster homes. And she obviously goes through a lot of trauma and abuse in these foster homes. And some things happen, right? She goes on. This story is about trauma and love and healing and wanting to find oneself. And we see that going through this story and all of the things that is going on with this young lady as she's trying to find love in her life. And once she has it, what happens? The heartbreak, the pain, the agony. It's also about death and rebirth. This book is absolutely great. The art in here by Nicole Jelinek is fucking phenomenal. Okay. Like I don't even know how to explain her art style, Nicole Jelinek's art style, but like I was reading this book, and to me it kind of reminded me of like maybe like Rob Liefeld and meets Michael Turner meets, I don't know, but it's fucking great, and I love it. I love the art in here, the colors, the story here. Everything about this book is absolutely great. It's got this good art following this story, and like I said, it's like a slice of life, but a slice of horror, but a slice of, man, just everything that I didn't know that I wanted in a one-shot book. And you have to read this book. I mean, there's like, go out and spend the $9 to get this thing, because it's absolutely great. Jim Starlin, great writer. Nicole Jelinek, freaking fantabulous artist. And look here, just look at some of this stuff, man. Look at some of this stuff. Like, man, this is what comic books are all about right here, and who better to do that than Jim Starlin? Absolute recommend. This is definitely my read of the week. Make sure you go check it out. If you haven't read Midnight Rose, let me know down in the comments below what your excuse is. You miserable son of a bitch. Go out and pick it up and read it. I'm kidding. You're not miserable. Maybe you're not. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. It's comic books. Calm down. The next one we've got here is on Ablaze Publishing. You guys know I love the books they're doing on Ablaze Publishing. And you guys probably know, if you followed me here for any amount of time, I'm not into zombies. I'm not into werewolves or vampires or magic. I'm just not into it, but there's plenty of times when I've read a story when it's really, really good. And here in Life Zero, this book is about zombies, and this book is absolutely great. And you can tell just by looking at that cover. Damn, that's a fine cover. This book is written by Stefano Vieri, artist is Marco Cicchetto, colors by Andreas Massa. And just look at the art in this book. This is the art that you're getting every single page here. What we see is there is basically like this leader, this captain of these soldiers, and he gets put in prison. And they come to break him out during this zombie apocalypse. And during all of that, they're in this city trying to get out. Resources are limited, but they have to go get his daughter. So they're going after his daughter. And over the past couple of issues, they've really built up drama in a fast and intense way. And it's absolutely great. Issue number 2 ended on such a dramatic cliffhanger, and issue number 3 here does the exact same fucking thing, man. This series is so fast moving and so kind of heavy with the drama. It's just so good. Like, I'm gonna miss this series when it's over, because I'm pretty sure this is probably only a 4-issue miniseries, and like, I wish we got more books like this, but I'm also kind of glad we don't, because I hate getting into a series like this that's so damn good, and it goes by so fast, but it's so fast, hard-hitting, dramatic, and it's, man, again, just another great comic book out there. Definitely worth checking out. And again, this one does end on a heavy, emotional kind of cliffhanger. Lots of drama, colors, inks, art, great stuff. Go check it out. Another recommend on Ablaze Publishing. You got to go check this out. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read Life Zero or any books on Ablaze Publishing. Ablaze Publishing is great. They've got some great titles. Granted, I haven't read all their books, but they do some titles, and they do them right. Speaking of doing things right, you've also got to check out AWA Upshot, man. I absolutely love all the books they've done over there. Like, there's some that probably aren't geared towards me. Like, they did Bite Size, more aimed for kids and stuff like that. And they did another one, too, that was more aimed for kids. But very good stuff. What we've got this week is returning writer Krista Faust with Hit Me, issue number 2. And this book, one of the other things that really drew me to this, aside from the fact that it's AWA Upshot, aside from the fact that Krista Faust has written a few good series on AWA Upshot, the other thing was Priscilla Petraites on art. Her art is freaking phenomenal. You can see the name right there, Marco Lesko, on colors here as well, and it's lettered by And World. Design, and the cover was by Jeff DeCall. You could probably see those names. Oh, can you see those names right there? Let me see if I can get them there where you can see them. There we go. There we go. There we go, right there. And this book is kind of this story about this woman who's kind of in the sex trade. She's kind of a sex worker, but what she does is she gets paid to get hit. Men abuse her. They pay her to let them hit her. And she has a bodyguard and all that kind of stuff. Well, she kind of ends up getting caught up in the middle of some drama, makes off with some jewels in the end of it. And of course, the person who owns those jewels are after them. And that's kind of what we get, a little bit more of the plot thickening here in issue number 2. Now, the series so far, I mean, Krista Faust, like I said, she has some pretty good writing. I wouldn't say she's reinventing the wheel with anything here. I mean, we're just kind of looking at a story of this worker in the sex trade and kind of the ins and the outs and the world that she lives in here. But it's been very interesting here through these first couple of issues so far. And again, one of the things I absolutely love is Priscilla Petraites' art in here. It's very good. I like a lot of the clean lines and even just kind of just like the way a lot of the things look. There are just times when the art looks like it's supposed to. Like sometimes like things like this, like things look sensual when they should, and maybe sometimes they don't when they shouldn't. The lines look clean. I like a lot of like her, like even when she draws like a lot of the faces and everything on here. Now I will say there are some things I have little nitpicks about with her art when I see things like sometimes like you can get in here and see like this panel right here, the girl's face right here. Like, is that one of the ones? I think there's one of these panels in here where I see it and I'm just like, that don't work for me. But just little nitpicks here and there. But altogether, I absolutely love Priscilla Petraites' art, and I want to see more of it in more books. Absolutely great stuff. Hit Me. Definitely another one that's not for everybody. You can tell that the writer here, Krista Faust, is obviously, she's a woman. She's probably somewhere on the feminist scale. And you can kind of see that come through in some of her books and some of her writing. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. Because, I mean, just in the books that she's doing and writing, like, it fits the story. And I've really enjoyed Hit Me so far through these first 2 issues. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Hit Me and what you think about it. We'll move right on into this next book. You guys know how much I absolutely love Vault Comics. They were my Vault Comics was like my gateway drug into indie comic books, right? And this week we've got We Ride Titans issue number 3. This book is being written by Trez Dean. It's got art by Sebastian Perez, and it's got colors by D. Kniff and lettered by the hardworking Jim Campbell. I'll show you those names right there. You can see a little bit of the art in this book. Now, what we have here is in this book is we've got this family who kind of owns one of these like armor mech warriors that they protect these cities. And there's other people who have these things and they come and they attack. And that's kind of what we've got going on here. But what we've got here mostly is kind of some family drama unfolding at the same time throughout this series. Altogether, the series so far through these first 3 issues has been pretty decent. Not too bad. I've been enjoying it. I've kept up through it so far. My only real issue with this series is something that I've talked about in plenty of comic books out there. Believe me, this isn't the first book to do it. And that is backgrounds. You know, you get in here a lot of times and you see the backgrounds, you know, you just got a solid color. There's nothing really going on here in the backgrounds. Like, you know, you can even see through right here. You just get some of the different backgrounds and they are just plain. But I would say a little bit goes a long way. Like, look right here. There's not a whole lot, but it works. right here in these pictures right here. There's a little bit here in these backgrounds, and it works. A little goes a long way. But then you flip, or not even flip the page. You can see on these other pages or on these other panels right here at the bottom, you just got her talking. Now, I know there are reasons why they do this artistically for some of this stuff when they're talking and you don't see all of the backgrounds and stuff like that. But I also think that's the time when you put stuff in there. There are times when you do that, like I said, for stylistic and artistic reasons. But I don't see that throughout being utilized all the time here. I think there's just times where they are lacking in some of the backgrounds here. I mean, it's not anything that's like bad or anything about the book. It's just something about a lot of books that I feel like a lot of artists probably don't really think about. That, I don't know what to draw there. Something that fits the environment a little bit goes a long way when it comes to those backgrounds. Other than that, I think We Red Titans has been pretty good. If you like the whole mech warrior kind of thing, definitely worth checking out. But the next one we've got here on Aftershock Comics is another one I have really enjoyed, and that is The Rush, issue number 5. This book right here, this cover right here, is done by Nathan Gooden and Addison Duke. And this one right here is by Martin Simmons. Now, this book right here has been absolutely great. Written by Cy Spurrier, art by Nathan Gooden, colors by Addison Duke, and lettered by Hassan Atsmani El How. I'll show you those names right there. And you can see a little bit of the art in here. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love Nathan Gooden's art. And especially in a story like this, it works. It fits everything about it. Like his style just fits here, man. Look at Nathan Gooden's art. Just like it's great. I love it. Addison Duke's colors, I love it. Matches this story. This book falls right in line with every single thing that I expect from a Vault comic book. This is what Vault Comics is all about, where we're following this lady in, like the Gold Rush era, and she's looking for her son who has gone missing, and there's some weird things going on here, some supernatural things, and she goes to this little town where people are possessed by gold. They go crazy, but there's some other kind of supernatural things abound, and she kind of brings an end to those. But we can see there's a little bit more. She's kind of been led on and lied to by the local sheriff. And here in issue number 5, man, things really hit they just they kind of hit this peak of drama here. But we've still got a few issues left in this series. I'm like, man, after the beats this issue hit, it's hard to see how much they're going to make more of this kind of climax till we get to the end of this series. I think The Rush has been absolutely great. Definitely a book I recommend reading, but let me know down in the comments below if you have read The Rush and what you think about it. And I'll flap my gums for a minute about Human Remains issue number 7. And you know what? Is this thing? I think it is, isn't it? There we go. Human Remains issue number 7 here. This right here is the Joshua Hickson cover. This book is written by Peter Milligan. It's got art by Sally Cantorino, colors by Deborah Kelly, and lettered by And World Design. I'll show you those names right there. Did you see how I kept eye contact with you and I remembered those names? Yeah, that's how I am, buddy. I remember the names. I remember the creators. You know why? Because it's Vault Comics, and I fucking love their books. They're great. And this book right here is once again Vault Comics. This story, this series, the art in this book, everything about this book is Vault Comics right here, man. I'm telling you. I like Sally Cantorino's art, Deborah Kelly. They work good together. They worked together when they did the previous series that I can remember right off the top of my head, which was one of my favorite series as well, which was I Walk with Monsters. And I swear, in this issue, we actually got a cameo from one of the characters from I Walk with Monsters in here. I swear, look, if you read I Walk with Monsters and look, if this girl right here in the hat right there in the corner isn't the girl from I Walk with Monsters, tell me that's not her. Tell me that's not her. Look, here, let me see. There we go. Tell me that's not her. Now I'll show you in a second. Look, the girl with the beanie on, the jacket, right? Okay, look. Look right there. Oh, dang it. Sorry. Look right there. Tell me something. Same artist and everything, but I don't know. This series has been really good where people are not really allowed to show their emotions, whether it's happiness, sadness, love, anger. No, they can't really show any kind of their extreme feelings because what happens is these monsters kind of come through these portals and end up killing them. They go on this crazy killing spree rampage right here. So people are kind of doing everything they can to not get overexcited, get overly angry, or anything like that. And it's been really good as we've been following these doctors and even the government trying to figure out how to bring all of this to an end. And in one particular community, they actually had where they didn't have any deaths due to these monsters. And it has to do with some very experimental things, man. And all I can say is Human Remains is a book you should absolutely check out and be reading. Like I'm telling you, man, like all these publishers kind of have their thing that they do. Aftershock Comics, the thing they do there with their books, absolutely great. They have their thing. You know, like you have this expectation when you pick up an Aftershock book. The same thing when you pick up a book from Vault Comics. You have this expectation of what you want, of what, maybe not even of what you want, but knowing that you're going to get what you want out of something that you might not even be into. Like, I feel like every book that Vault Comics puts out is a book that I'm lying to myself about not being into a certain genre. High fantasy? Yeah, I like it. I can't ever deny cyberpunk. But slice of life? Like just different books out there, vampire books, werewolves. Dude, they could probably do it. And I'll read it because Vault Comics, they're just so damn good at what they do. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read Human Remains and what you think about it. And I am going to go on and start praising another comic book. You know what? Don't you wish you were on one of those comic book shows? Don't you wish you were on one of those comic book channels where you get somebody fucking flapping their gums about how much they fucking hate the comic books that they bought and they read this week, and they bought and they read every single one of them, and then they sat there and they bitch for fucking 90 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours about a whole bunch of fucking books they wasted their money on to not fucking like. Is that where you want to be? Well, if it is, you found the wrong fucking channel. I like the books that I read here on this channel. I like the books that I review. Sometimes I get books that I don't like, and I'll let you guys know here on the stream. But you know one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to keep buying the series and bitching about it every fucking week or once a month when the book comes out and I'm a fucking idiot who keeps buying it. But you know what I will do is I'll sit here and I'll praise books like Vault Comics, The Last Book You'll Ever Read, written by Colin Bunn, art by Layla Leese. It's got colors by Vladimir Popov and lettered by the hardworking Jim Campbell. Take a look at those names right there. Take a look at some of Layla Leese's art. Now, I got these two covers right here. This one by Layla Leese, the artist of the book, and this one right here by Rye Hickman, formerly Jen Hickman. It's all good. But this book right here, they actually had a third cover, a black bag variant that I got, and it came in, and well, it was damaged, so I didn't get it. They're gonna reorder it. I'll get it in later. You know I love my smut books from Vault Comics, those black bag variants. I absolutely love them. But the last book you'll ever read is definitely the one book that you need to be reading that you're probably not. This book is fucking great, written by Colin Bunn, and it's following our main character Olivia as she wrote this book, and it's called The Wilding, and people are wilding out. and acting on their own impulses, and the world is going crazy. It really kind of reminds me of a couple of movies that maybe you've seen. Have you ever seen In the Mouth of Madness? Yeah. Yeah. What was that? John Carpenter? John Carpenter? Yeah. Absolutely great film. I know I messed that up the last time too. Great film in which Sutter Kane, remember, he was the writer and he was trying to use writing the books, and it all started coming to life. There was the little town, and it all ended up like you just basically had one of these Lovecraftian type beasts that was just trying to make his way into the world through these stories. Well, that's kind of what we've got going on in here. But it also kind of reminds me of the movie The Bodyguard. Remember, with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner? It's kind of like that as well, but kind of like so many other things. It references several other things in here. Like I feel at one point like we've got this whole midsummer vibe, but what we're doing is we are following Olivia as she is going out on this book tour, and the world is beginning to tear itself apart. But she learned some things in the last issue that are dealing with her book, that maybe she's not actually responsible for all of the horrors that are going on in the world. And I gotta tell you, the story here combined with this art, Layla Lisa's art, is fucking great. One of the things I really like about her art is like just what it does. Like, it's great, it's good, it's gory, it's bloody here when you want it to be, right? And then there's times when we get in here and we see some of the other stuff I was talking about before. You see some of the sex scenes, the sensuality and everything. And there are times when you see the nudity and stuff, and it's like, it's not supposed to be pretty, and it kind of really doesn't. It's kind of almost repulsing at times. And then there are times when you really feel it at the same time, right? Absolutely great stuff through this series in this book. I couldn't recommend this book enough. I mean, not only for the art, but even the story itself. This is Cullen Bunn doing what Cullen Bunn does best, and that's just telling good horror stories. And I think this book is an absolute must read. The last book you'll ever read. Probably not the last book you'll ever read, but definitely needs to be one of the ones that you are reading. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you have read the last book you'll ever read and what you think about it. And then I'm going to get here into the live chats, flap my gums a little bit more with you guys here in just a minute. As I am talking, I'm putting some of these back into their bags and boards. But I actually got a chance to read a couple of other books on Vault Comics recently. Not too long ago, they actually sent me some PDFs of Quests Aside, a new series getting ready to come out. I believe issue number 1 comes out next week. They got a couple of different covers, which is, again, they're kind of like, it seems like it's going to be a silly kind of fantasy book, like kind of would it be a high fantasy book? Very, very silly though, with just like, it's kind of set in a silly type. It seems like it's silly setting, but we know it's going to definitely take probably some darker turns. But I got a chance to read the first couple of issues. Absolutely great. Make sure that you check out Quests Aside when it comes out next week. Another one I recently read was from writer David Andry, one of my favorite writers on Vault Comics, who did one of my favorite series, one of the first indie books that I read on Vault Comics, which was called Resonant, a series I absolutely love. You guys need to check out. But he's got a new one coming up called End After End, and it is great. I think David Andry is setting up to write a second banger for Vault Comics. And let's not forget one I just read recently called Fox and Hare. Got a chance to read issue number 1. This one coming to us from writer John Suey, and I can't remember who was the other writer. Who was the other writer? I can't remember who the other creator was right off the top of my head. But John Suey actually wrote one of my favorite series on Vault Comics. Another one of the first ones that I read on Vault Comics called Sarah and the Royal Stars. An absolutely great book. And let me see here. Is this one going to tell us? It may not. it may not. I may have to go over here and check this out right here. Let's see. Yeah. It's written by John Suey. It's got art by Stacy Lee, colored by Rao Angulo, and lettered by Jim Campbell. And yeah, again, it's another great book. I'll show you the I don't know. Yeah, there you go. I'll show you the cover here. Should be able to see that here. Another great series here on Vault Comics, where this one I have a feeling I'm really gonna enjoy as well, because it's kind of dealing with like human trafficking, and like, you know, you just get into some of that kind of stuff, and you've already got me just on story alone. But then you got somebody like John Suey writing it with the art that's in the book as well. You teaming up once again with Vault Comics, and you know what? You can't go wrong with Vault Comics. You can't go wrong with Vault Comics. And I'm looking forward to reading the rest of this series. Let me know down in the comments below. Have you read any books by John Suey? Did you read Sarah and the Royal Stars? If not, why not? What's wrong with you? Seriously. What's wrong with you? I ask that because you're here watching me, my channel, asking you what's wrong with you. Huh? Well, let me know, tough guy, down in the comments below. But that's all the books I had to talk about this week. Let's get back into the live chats and see what you guys are talking about. Jason, did you drop your link in the chat? I hope you dropped your link in the chat, Jason. Guys, as I said earlier in the stream, make sure you go check out Jason from Polyhedral Paradise. He is doing a 24-hour live stream right now for a good cause, for mental health awareness. Go check him out. You can go join his stream. I'm sure if he's here, he'll put a link down there in the chats for you guys to go check it out. And make sure that you go donate. He has the stream going on, and he even has the link in his chat to go donate money. Let me see if I can find it on here though. And here we go. Copy link. Copied. Okay, now. Here we go, right here. Bam! We're getting it in there. Go check it out as soon as we're done here. Heck, you can even, you know, if you're not on your phone, you could actually even get on your computer, you know, open up another window, get on his little stream, be on my little stream, be like double fisting it and shit. You can do it. It's all good. But make sure you go check it out. Make sure that you go donate some money towards a good cause. Go donate some money towards a good cause as well. I certainly did that earlier as well. Went and supported his cause, and, you know, support my friend and one of our fellow channel members on their, you know, their fundraising 24-hour live stream. Absolutely great. Plus, Jason's just a great dude anyway, man. But anyway, let's get back in here to the chat, see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. My country is from the Sandman universe. Okay, yeah. Yep. I remember seeing the cover. The cover of that book, Obi-Wan the Homie, it looked very Department of Truth. It looked like the Department of Truth book. Let's see, we've also got Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories in the building. And man, you know what? I just got something in the mail from this guy we're going to open up in a few minutes. I just got something in the mail I'm going to open up in a few minutes. Random Bread Creator in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Myrtle Maniacs United. Yeah. Let's see. We've also got Landon TLB. How are you doing? I hope all's going well with you. Obi-Wan the Homie says, omnibuses are amazing and a great way to get to know a character. Absolutely. I mean, that's how I first read well, so far, I've only read a few of my omnibuses that I've got. But read the Moon Knight one. Absolutely great. That was the first omnibus I read. I've got I read the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts was another good one. Oh, I see we've got $1. A $1 super chat from Jason from Polyhedral Paradise. You don't have to do that, my brother. I greatly appreciate it. But yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Got some. Yeah. We got some links in there for y'all. Got some links in there for y'all to go check it out. And Jason with another $5. Dude, you stop doing that. I donated to you. You don't have to do that. You beautiful son of a bitch. She says, thanks for donating. Hopefully you can come on tomorrow. Yeah, I was gonna. I'll find a time that works, Jason. I'll find a time that works. I'm gonna be very busy tomorrow, but I'll find a time that works. I'll find a time that works. Mike Jokey Joke Porter with the 99-cent super sticker says 100. 100. Yeah. Oh man, you sons of a oh man. Yeah. Landon says sorry I'm late. Gonna click the stream when it started, but went to get food. All good, Landon. Hey, you got to get some food, man. I'm currently watching Snyder Cut. It's on pause while I watch your live stream. I'm not disappointed so far. All right. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the Snyder Cut yet. I didn't watch The Suicide Squad, and I went and watched The Batman. I did go watch that. I haven't watched Morbius either. There's a few that I haven't. Like, there's very few comic book movies that I haven't watched, but there are a few out there. Like that Green Lantern movie. I never watched it. What was the other one? Punisher Warzone. One I definitely need to watch. I've heard great things. What's the other one I didn't watch? Is there another one? I feel like there's another one I didn't watch. What was it? I'm trying to think. There's a couple others out there. Well, let's see. Only Wants to picked up American Gods complete collection today as well. Love Neil Gaiman stories. Yeah, I've never read Neil Gaiman, but obviously you hear a bunch of great things about him. Great writer. Maybe one of these days I'll get a chance to check that out. And yeah, American Gods, heard of it. Sozu Sozin, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Gun Honey, indeed, absolutely. There you go, Aaron. Yeah, Express mailed you a package. Have you got? Yes, I did. It just came in today. Johnny on the spot in the building. How are you doing, my brother? Can't wait, man. That day's coming up soon, man. Limp Biscuit, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Love heist stories and movies. Yeah. Star Wars MCU OG. Yeah. I'm not big on heist, but like if it's done right, heist movies can be great. Scored a few Werther Delader variant covers for House of Slaughter #3. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah. 3 and 4. Nice. That's the Midnight Rose book I was talking about. Had to scoop it. Yeah, dude, it's freaking great. Nicole Jelink's art is fucking great in there. I absolutely love it. Johnny, have you ever sat in on a comic book story arc storyboard? I love to sit on the planning of a comic book story arc. Sitting in and watching and listening would be amazing. No, I haven't. It does sound interesting though. I actually am a son of a bitch, Trinity. Thank you very much. That's funny, man. Yeah. My favorite part of these comic books is the coloring besides the creation of themes of these comics. It's amazing the comic books and stories and art that people's brains think of and create. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Lucas Texvenger, my man, what is up? So just checking in from work. Catch y'all on the replay. All right, Lucas Texvenger, thank you so much for being here. Nick Wilson up in the building, and Skip and Tosh. Yeah, came for the Myrtle, stayed for the Trinity. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Skip. And you know what, Skip? One of these days, we still got to get together, man. Just been busy, and I'm as well as I'm sure you're very busy as well. Hey, and I seen you the other week. Over on Wes's channel. I seen you over the other week on on the Saturday stream. Good shit. Nick Wilson says I got Granddaddy Perp and I'm chilling here high as fuck till you kick us out. Nice, hell yeah. What I got going on right now? I got some Mac #1. Yeah, that's what I got. Got me some Mac #1 going on here. I'm wilding out here on the stream. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is the way, Nick. Absolutely. Yeah. Was that the okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Sorry. I switched some stuff here. Yeah, I switched. Yeah, anyway. But yes, again, thank you so much, Jason, for Polyhedral Paradise. My man, Mike Porter. Thank you guys so much for your very generous donations. Yeah, say hi to the people. Yeah, it's all good. No pressure. Hi to the people. Hi. That's funny. That's funny. Hell yeah. Oh man, that's great. Nick Wilson says, I love this shit. And Mike Jokey Porter says, I'm half asleep. TK's Batcave in the building. How are you doing, TK? Hope all's going well. You guys should go check out TK's Batcave as well. He does a lot of gaming and flapping his gums about comic books as well occasionally. But he recently made his comeback after being on hiatus. I was hanging out in his live stream the other day. Glad to see you back, man. You know, it's crazy too. You know, sometimes, you know, like you just don't see people up for a while. It's not like you forget about them, but then they do a live stream, like, oh hey, you know, like hey, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Shit, yeah. Good to see all's going well with you. Going well with you, TK. I did it all for the nookie. Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, you know what's funny is, you know the music that I use here for my intros and everything. It's actually music that me and my friends, you know, made. We did this album when I first moved out here to Southern California back in 2001. We were getting drunk and making music, and we did this one song called "Ditch and Deceive," and in that song, I did my best Fred Durst in that song. Yeah, I did my best Fred Durst. Yeah. And believe me, I'm a huge Limp Bizkit fan. Yeah, I love Limp Bizkit. But yeah. But anyway, guys, one of the things, you know, I want to talk about before we get into this package here, is, you know, like I see this thing going on. Look, I'm not like, look, you guys know how I am. Like, I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle, what anybody wants to do on their channels, content creators, any of that kinds of stuff. Hey, you do what you want. It's all good. It's all good. You know, you do what you like. If you're into whatever, you're into whatever. You're into celebrity drama, whatever. If you want to turn your channel into what is it, People Magazine, Us, Sun, any of those things, hey, you do your thing. I'm not gonna knock it. You know, everybody does their little thing. Everybody has their audience, you know, the things that people are into, but like, you know, and it's all good. You know, you gotta feed the algorithm, right? To get your videos out there. You gotta feed the algorithm. You've gotta feed the people who are coming to your videos to watch them, right? Your audience. And, you know, when you get something, and when you get on that certain wave, baby, you got to keep riding it. Because if you don't keep riding that wave, you may have to go find another wave, which means you're going to have to turn, you're going to have to paddle your ass back out there and wait for another wave to come in. You know, sometimes there ain't waves. Sometimes you have to go make your own, right? We certainly see plenty of that. But oftentimes, you see, and, you know, as content creators, a lot of us kind of ride on the waves that other people have created, right? Like, for the most part, I mean, by all means, I'm talking about comic books here on this channel, and those are definitely waves that somebody else created. And I get on here and I talk about those waves. But certainly some people just ride the waves of others, and that's really about it, you know? Like, on the waves created by others. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not gonna knock anybody's hustle, whatever they do, but like, you know, I just realized today, like, what are we? I want to say we're at least 3 weeks out, but like I see people still making fucking videos about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, is this a thing? Like we're talking about this 3 weeks later, and look. I get if we're here in a live stream and we're talking about stuff, and you know, you make a Will Smith joke, you make a Chris Rock joke, you make a slap joke. All good. But I still see people making whole ass videos about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and this slap heard around the world. And I'm sitting here like, are we really still there? Is this where we're really still at? Is there really nothing else going on that you could talk about and make content about besides the slap heard around the world? Now, look, like I said, I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle. You do what you want to do. Because believe me, I'd rather you hear all your stupid takes and opinions on Will Smith and the slap heard around the world than have to hear about Johnny and fucking Amber. I'd rather blow my fucking brains out than have to hear about Johnny and Amber. I could care less about these people, right? Is it just me? Is it just me? It's not just me, right? It's not just me. This whole Johnny and Amber thing. Like, is it okay? Like, it's probably okay to just admit that, you know what, sometimes what you need to do, and most times it's, matter of fact, all the times what I do, is sometimes, not sometimes, maybe for you sometimes, but the thing that you should do, and I'm going to suggest this, is if you go to your toilet and you got a couple of turds in there, the thing is, like, no matter what way you slice it, dice it, cut it, whatever you want to do, they're turds in the toilet bowl. And the thing that I would highly suggest you do every time is when you got a couple of turds in the toilet bowl, is just flush it. Just flush the toilet. Just flush the toilet bowl. Let the turds go where they need to. Just flush the turds. Flush them. Johnny and Amber, flush it. I don't care. I don't care. Most of these Hollywood weirdos and all the drama you guys want to talk about so much, you can't stop talking about so much. You talk about these Hollywood weirdos and how you don't care about their opinions or their movies on anything in the world, but you can't stop fucking talking about them. You might not be the Holly weird, the part of the Holly weird, but sometimes, some of you guys, I want to toss in the toilet with those turds as well and just flush it. Just flush it. Right? You don't like the Hollywood weirdos. You can't stop talking about them. If you don't like them and what they're doing, stop talking about them. And you see some of these people, what they do is not only can they not stop talking about them, like how they hate these Hollywood weirdos so much and they just need to fucking beat it, go away. But then they actually go on social media and try to get the attention of these people. Like, hey, and start fighting with these people. And then, of course, the second they get that person gets provoked by this asshole. I mean, that was the point, right? Was to provoke you into response, so I can make a video about it. Ha ha! Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Fuck. Get a real life, man. Like, you sit here and you talk about all these Hollywood weirdos, all these motherfuckers out here doing all this shit. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here going like, and look, like I said, you could talk about and do whatever the fuck you want to with your content. But meanwhile, I'm sitting here going like, get a fucking life, bro. Get a fucking life. I'm not knocking your content and like a lot of these people I see doing like are people I think are okay, but like I see them talking about this stupid shit. I'm like, just stop. Like, look. I don't really care about like I know you say you don't care about all these Hollywood weirdos and all this shit, but like honestly, like I really don't fucking care at all. To the point, like I don't care. But some of these people, they don't care so much that they really care, and they can't stop talking about it. Like sometimes I wonder what it's gotta be like to be that person, right? To be so fucking disconnected, disillusioned, to think that you don't care. Meanwhile, it's your fucking bread and butter that you're serving to your viewers. What the fuck did all this go wrong? Right? When the fuck did all of this get to the point where we are right now? To where people can't see beyond their own delusion to think that these things matter. To say that these things don't matter, yet bitch about them like they do matter. And certainly, some of the things do matter. But most of the time, it's overshadowed by the fact that you are just as full of as much shit as the people that you claim to hate and despise. The shit that you're saying is no different than what we're hearing some of these other fucking people say. And to be quite honest with you, I mean, in most cases, and hey, like, certainly you can say the same about mine, but I feel the same fucking way about your stupid opinion as I do about theirs. Don't fucking care. I could probably care if most of these people seemed a little bit rational, a little bit reasonable, but they don't. And I know, here's the thing, is I know what somebody's gonna tell us. So like somebody that like watches a bunch of this fucking bullshit is gonna be like, oh, they're just joking, they're being sarcastic. Yeah, that's the fucking problem with the world. That's the problem with so many fucking things out there these days, is everybody has turned their personality into their favorite character from one of these fucking stupid sitcoms like fucking The Office or Community or whatever the fuck those stupid shows were. Like they're sitting there and like it's fucking mind-boggling to me that you think that your fucking dry sarcastic personality, that you've somehow taken on this persona of a fucking sitcom character. Like, you're not fucking cool. You're not fun, you're not entertaining, you're not sarcastic. No, you're just a dick. Like, you're just a fucking dick. And for whatever reason, these other fucking people watch it. And I'm just sort of like, and look, like I said, I'm not knocking anybody's content. I'm not even knocking the person, because it's like, your personality is an ABC sitcom fucking personality. You don't have one. And at this point, like, I kind of feel like a lot of these people like don't even have, like, really even think on their own anymore. Right? They don't even think on their own anymore. Like, they're stuck in this fucking delusion. There's like, now the thing is, as I'm sitting here talking about this, I'm like this seems like the stupidest fucking thing to talk about. Like, what do I care? Like, I don't fucking care. But the thing is, like, I do in the slightest bit, because I actually see the larger problem with it all. The larger problem with it all. But some of the times I don't say nothing as well is because there's actually people involved that I actually like. People involved that I think aren't, I give the benefit of the doubt of them seriously being as dumb, maybe easily led than they are. And like, I don't know. I'm not trying to do something about it. What am I gonna do about it? Like, you get like people get enlightened on their own or whatnot, whatever. You know, like nobody's gonna listen to me about any of this shit. But I don't know. Maybe they should, but maybe they shouldn't because maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird though, man. It's fucking weird, man. People are weird. But anyway, let's get back here in the live chat. See what y'all talking about. Let's see what you're all saying. Yeah. Feed me, Seymour. The algorithm. Yeah. Yeah. Will Smith, Bantha Potter. Yeah. You leave mirror out your mouth, Trinity. Yeah, man. Oh man, that's funny. Whoa, we still going? What matters is you. I agree. I am a bad person. Could I confess about something, Trinity? Probably not. Because what you're gonna do is, if you fess up about it, what you're gonna do is you're gonna write it in there, and you can be like, don't read this comment out loud on the live stream. And then I'm gonna read it out loud on the live stream. Be like, I said don't read it. And I'm gonna say, you knew I was gonna read it, Landon. Yeah, I know how you are, dude. In other words, get up out the get up out this bitch. Oh man, how did we get here? It's called Multiverse of Identity Crisis: World Between Worlds Madness Trinity. Yeah. Airsprite 23. As soon as I get here, Trinity looks bent out of shape. Yeah. That's funny. Yes. Yeah. It's all just spam. Yeah. It is. Yes. Yeah. The spider webs. Yes. Yeah. Oh, is that for Air Spider? Is that? Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like that. Like that's the thing. Is like the reason it bugs me is because like, dude, like seriously, I really do care about people. I really do care about the world. And I'm not like just saying that, like I fucking do genuinely care. Like I want good things for people. I want good things for people in the world. You know? But I see so much of this mind-numbing shit put in front of people's faces, like stuff. And I'm not saying that a lot of the people that are doing a lot of stuff are lying or anything like that. I will say certainly a lot of people church things up. They put a little mustard on it, put a little spice on it, right? But that in itself, it's not necessarily a good thing, man. And I can't even say that it's misleading people. The issue is what people hear as opposed to what you say. That perception versus reality thing. And we know that perception is reality for a lot of people. But when you say something specific, or you say anything at all, like you say something, but what people hear is a totally different thing. What they take out of it is something else. Right? And that's not always necessarily a good thing. Matter of fact, a lot of times it's a bad thing. Especially because, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, it's obvious if you go out into the world that there is a high percentage, very high percentage of stupid people, unintelligent people. Right? And I'm not saying that this makes them terrible people or anything like that. Like, look, intelligence levels are all over the place for everybody in the world. And I'm not saying that just because you're stupid or you don't have a high IQ or anything like that, don't mean you're a bad person or anything. Right? It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. But that's like people get taken advantage of. People get lied to. And not just because like somebody was trying to deceive somebody or anything like that, but because of things like this. But because there are people who don't know the difference between some things. Some people just don't know right between good and bad. Some people don't know the difference in things. And when it comes to all of this stuff, when it comes to your sarcasm, your jokes, and all this stuff, some people really don't know and really don't know how to read it, don't know how to react to it, and all of these different kinds. There's just so much that goes into it. And look, the thing is, it's not about nuance or anything like that. It's just about simply that. Now, the simple fact is, too, is many people know this and take advantage of this, right? Many people know this and take advantage of that. And to some degree, I mean, you could say those are the kind of things that make the world go round. But these are also the kind of things that make the world not a better place when people are misinterpreting the things you're saying or maybe taking them too seriously and things like that. I mean, it can be detrimental. It can be detrimental. And I know, look, and I know there's probably people out there like, oh, yeah, like, like someone's going to take me seriously. Yeah, well, they got me fucking stupid to take. Like, laugh it up, pal. Laugh it up. You know, I mean, that's kind of where you're at anyway, right? And that's the issue. You know, but that's the issue. Is like that very thing is you think you're not a problem, but you really are. And I know it's easy to pass off as like, oh yeah, like nobody listens to me. Oh, dude, I've only got like fucking 100,000 followers. You know how many people there are in the world? One idiot can cause a lot of destruction. Don't think, and that's the thing is like people always underestimate that too. Don't ever think that that one person can't make the difference. That's how people get underestimated. That's how one idiot does make that difference. People underestimate. People underestimate. But anyway, let's get God created a war so Americans could learn geography. That's funny, yeah. Oh man, there was a reason I watched your streams. Girl I met in middle school a year before I met you had severe depression one Friday night when your stream started. She confessed to she never she had severe depression, so I blocked her and ghosted her because I was so scared to say no to her. So I watched her stream so I could escape that memory. You've helped a lot. And I'm at peace now. All right, good deal. All right. She confessed to you that she had severe depression and you blocked her. Why? Why'd you block her? You didn't like her? What if she? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna move on from that. But I'm a very bad person for no doubt about it. I had to move on last year of January. Nah, you're all good, man. Look, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Let's do what I mean, not what I say. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Avoid stupid people. Check. Done and done. Yes. Yo, don't be guessing my IQ score, son. Oh man. Has no one noticed Myrtle in the corner of the screen taunting us? Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. The entire time. Yeah. What keeps him grounded? Tiny Myrtle. Like, should I put him on my shoulder? Like he get a good Myrtle and a bad Myrtle? Yeah. Feel like he's the penguin from Billy Madison taunting the penguin. Oh, penguin. Yeah. Dude, I didn't watch Billy Madison and wow, it's funny. I can screw up the apple cart by myself. Yes. Apex Comics, what is going on? How are you doing? I hope all's going well with you. But yeah. Guys, at the in the pinned comments, there's a comment up there. Jason from Polyhedral Paradise is doing a 24-hour live stream for a good cause, for a charity for mental health awareness. Make sure you go check it out. Tell him we sent you, and go donate some money towards his good cause. I just saw her as a friend, but that was the first time someone confessed to me, so I didn't know how to feel. No, that's fine, dude. There's believe me when I say there's plenty of times in your life where somebody's gonna do something and you don't know how to feel or react, and maybe you do or you don't react. Maybe you overreact, and hopefully people understand that. I mean, hell, Will Smith can slap a guy on stage for fucking the stupidest reason in the world, and people are okay with it, make excuses for him. But I think largely people still kind of understand and are probably willing to forgive him. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. We're allowed to grow and learn from them. We're allowed to grow and learn from them. But I got this package in the mail here. You guys want to open up this package? Let's open up this package. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got in this package here. That just came in today in the mail. We got from my man Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories. Let's see what we've got in here. Got a handful of comic books, it looks like. All right. Looks like we've got some grim fairy tales. Tales from Wonderland. The Mad Hatter. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Some Zenoscope books. Very, very nice. I don't pull a whole lot of Zenoscope books, but they do. Zenoscope always has some great art and definitely some great covers on their books as well. Return to Wonder. Okay, the cover gallery as well. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, don't feel my dad. That's funny. That's funny. All right, and let's see. We got here another one. Yeah. Okay, this one's issue number 6 as well. Yeah, Return to Wonderland. All right. Yeah. What we got here? Number 5 as well. Of course, man, I'm telling you, you could look. You can just tell. Look at those art covers, man. Look at those covers. That's good stuff. And that's the thing. Like, that's the reason why I can't get into some of these books, like Zenoscope and some of these books, because bro, I'm just buying for covers, man. These covers are great. But a lot of times, one of the books I did read, there was some great stuff in it. I know I read one called The Watcher. Fucking great. Great stuff. Yeah. And this one's Tales from Wonderland Alice. Okay, so these must be some different tie-ins to here as well. Nice. What's this one? Tales from Wonderland Queen of Hearts. Damn, that's nice. Nice. Look at that. Nice stuff here. Great covers, man. Great covers. Oh yeah, we got Beyond Wonderland number 3. Got this here as well. Now, I'm guessing, just by seeing some of these covers and stuff, I'm guessing we're probably going to run across some Jamie Tyndall art. Just guessing. Just guessing. I don't think I've seen one yet. Because I know he used to do some covers for them as well. Like, who's this one? Who's this one? Like, see, you're making me want to open these up. Make me open these up and find out on some of these. That's what you're making me want to do. Oh, is there another one on here? No. There we go. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Daniel Lister. Nice. Neil Rufino. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we've got here. See what's next. Oh. Get back in there. Shouldn't have took the board out with it. Okay. Yeah. Another one right there. Was it issue number 2? Oh, this one's number 1. Issue number 1. Got a couple of those. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. A couple of those there. And what is this? This is the issue number 2. Yeah, look at them covers. Issue number 4. Whew. Issue number 4 right here. Which one we got here? We got Beyond Wonderland. This doesn't say which issue number that is on there. Let's see that one right there. Yeah. Got some more right there. Yeah, man, that's one of the things, man. I'm telling you, Zenoscope. They've got them covers, bro. Look at that. Ah, Return to Wonderland. What's that one? That was issue 1. Got issue number 2 here. Yeah. Number 3. And number 4. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Like I said, I don't read a whole lot of Zenoscope books, but at some point I want to get in here and check these out. Definitely want to give those a look. Thank you very much, Aaron from Strange Marvel Theories. Greatly appreciate that. The feelings of jeez, that's funny. Barbarian Kung Fu says, I wasn't aware Zenoscope did comics that didn't have boobies on the cover. Well, I mean, they all had boobies. There's boobies on all those covers. Yeah. I mean, they don't actually they don't show the bare titties on there. They don't do that most of the time. They don't do that most of the time. You got to get like Jim Balance Tarot or something like that for that. But yeah. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Barbarian Kung Fu. Landon says, sometimes I wish I can say sorry, but I don't think I would be able to. I have changed and become a better person over this past year, and it happened. I don't think I'm ready for an apology. That's funny. Just buy a comic book and move past or apologize to the comic book. There you go, Air Spiders. Well, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Those comic book covers, though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Fire. Always fire on Zenoscope books. Hold it close. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't buy you sooner. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely. Tell him, Air Spider. RC Scott says, what the F did I just watch? An ad for an erotica book about a werewolf Trying to deflower some chick. What? What was it? What was it, RC Scott? What book was it? Those Wonderland covers make me want to go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, I bet they do. I bet they do. Oh yeah. Well, I think there was a okay. There was a couple that didn't have. I know. Yeah, there was a couple that didn't have. We'll let them fly with a couple. We'll let them fly with a couple without titties on there. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll let them fly without one without titties. We can get the titty. We can get the titties in another book. You can get the we can get the titties in plenty of other books. Like, look, you can get the titties on like the Dynamite book, on the Betty Page book. Like, you know, it's one of the last books I'm ever buying from Dynamite. Done with that. Done with them people. Werewolf Deflower. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like RC Scott was like, I don't know what he's talking about, man. I don't know what he's talking about. He probably don't even know what he's talking about. He's probably lying. Like this fool is probably tripping. He probably had one too many to drink, a couple too many to smoke, and he's probably 10 sheets to the wind. Has no clue what he's talking about. I just watched a show about a guy who falls in love with his cat. Meow, ears up. What? Look, I'll tell you. Look, I love my kitty cat. I love my cat. Anakin, he's the best. But I'm not like trying to fall in love with my cat. You know what I'm saying? I may be furry, but I've never deflowered a werewolf. Just pull out a cave girl book. Yeah. There you go. You know what's funny? Speaking of which, Barbarian Kung Fu. One time, Curiosity killed the cat. And I went and I ordered for my LCS, through the previews. What was it? Jungle Fantasy? Fauna. Whatever. One of these books. One of the real smut books. And I got it in. And I read it. And I'm like, oh, like, wow. Like, this smell like the art in here. The art in here is actually pretty good. The art in the book was actually pretty good. And it was a book, it had like, I want to say like 2, maybe 3 short stories in it. And then it had the repeat of those same 2 or 3 short stories. One that was in just kind of like regular, like regular kind of nudie one. And one that was extremely nudie. But I will say, it wasn't the nudie art or anything. Like I said, the art was, okay, whatever. It's basically porn in a comic book. But the problem was the particular book. It was... I'm going to add a G onto the beginning of this word, but it was grape fantasy, right? And I was kind of like, I could do with like, like the art and, the people fucking and everything. Like that's okay, cool. But like, I'm not into the whole grape thing. Like, I'm not into the grape fantasy. Just not into graping at all, right? Like, and like I read it and I was like, yeah, like, yeah. I went and I took a shower. Because even I felt dirty after reading it. Don't read those books. If you read one of those books, like, and you like it, don't. Yeah. I'll just leave it there. Let's see. Terry. I'm back, y'all. Welcome back to Lucas Texvenger. Terry Dodson does good, tasteful boob covers. Yeah, I like Terry Dodson. Terry Dodson's good. Yeah. We're talking porn now? No. Fantasy sounds like good ass soda. Oh, great fantasy. Yeah. Oh man. That's funny. Okay, some good. Okay, some good ass weed. Well, great fantasy. Smalls don't get down like that. Yeah, yeah. Great. Grape Kool-Aid is good, but not in my comics. Yeah, yeah. Believe me, I got them reading the book, and I'm kind of like, I could have done, I could deal with everything that's in the book. Like, they could do everything they're doing, but they did I felt just as disgusting for reading it, right? You know what I mean? I was just like, ugh. Ah, man. Yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah. Fruit of the Loom point. No. No. What I did was I added a G onto the word that I was saying. You know, almost like when you're a kid and you say like grass hole instead of asshole, like that. But yeah, yeah, man, don't buy those, don't get those jungle fantasy books. I, I'd say they're written by definite sickos. Like that's just not who writes no, no, yeah. All the pages get stuck. No, certainly not on that book. Certainly not on that book. Um, yeah. Oh man, I'm smoking the Kool-Aid. Oh man, yeah. But yeah, it was pretty bad, dude. Like I would never suggest reading. I'll take one for the team, and I would never suggest reading one of those jungle fantasy books because, like I said, like you could probably actually find good porn comics out there that probably have like people doing, having sex and doing pornography in a way that's not. Look, I get that it's a drawing, it's art, it's cartoon, it's fantasy, and but it's that to me it's just like right there. If you just made it with did these kind of comic books with children in them, right? Like it's fucking gross. It's fucking gross. Um, yeah, it's it's not right. It's not right. And I'll be honest with you. After I got done reading, I'm kind of like, who buys this and why is honestly what it is. I'm kind of like, why, what the fuck are these what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was pretty gross and perverse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It gives a new meaning to hard pass. Yeah, 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 yeah. Some independent books are small press for a reason. Well, yeah, but I mean that's true. But look, those jungle fantasy books, aren't those the ones that they're got multiple covers and they're doing that? There's a lot of and I'm just I don't know. Now, I wonder if you go on a watch list. If you order one like that, like me, they'd probably see oh, he ordered one. Did he get another? Oh, okay, he didn't get another one. But you probably go on a watch list if you read those books. If not, maybe you should. But yeah. Oh, I haven't got time for porn. No, I haven't got room. No, I haven't got room for the porn. Yeah, right. Trinity. Are all the links to the comics you review for us in your channel description? No, 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 not all. Yeah, no, they're not. I can't do those kinds of comics. The most hardcore I get is heavy metal comics. Yeah, 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 yeah. Heavy metal is good, but yeah, like that, and that's what I say. Curiosity killed the cat. I had to figure. I'm like, well, what's with these book? And I ordered it. And I was like, oh, the art's actually pretty good, but the story, that's. I mean, this woman, she was lost in this jungle, and this tribe of guys was getting ready to they had her as a slave, and they were getting ready to have their way with her. And so she got saved by this other tribe of guys, and these guys actually had women with them as well, and they drugged her, and they did the same thing the other guys were going to do to her anyway. Like, essentially the same thing happened to her either way, but this time she got drugged instead of just yeah. And I just think, like, who gets off on this, man? Like, really, who gets off on this? Like, maybe if you could ever make a case like, hey, these sickos reading this prevents them from, like, look, miss me with that shit. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. Oh man, those book towards the back of previews. Yeah, you end up with a CIA vehicle out front. Yeah, no, those ones aren't. They're not in the back. They're not in the back. But yeah, yeah, hilariously bad. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was, and like I said, I imagine that every book they put out is the exact same thing. Because I was telling my friend about it. He was like, oh yeah, he's like, it's like he knew about it. He's like, oh yeah, it's great fantasy stuff. People are in, like, oh man, no, it's just messed up, dude. Yeah. Oh no, what'd I do? No. Okay, there we go. Yeah. But like I said, I can put up with a lot of the other stuff, man. Because like I said, I mean, we've got some of like the Lady Death books here and stuff that we're reading, and there's some stuff going on in those kind of books, some kind of sexual stuff, but a lot of, like, it doesn't revolve around that. You know what I mean? Like, we could go into some of these vault comic books that I've got, like one I was talking about earlier today. The last book you'll ever read. I mean, there's people having sex in this. You could look at Money Shot on Vault Comics. I mean, that's kind of what it is. But it's like but it's silly stuff. Like, they have like these scientists going off into space to have sex with aliens to crowdfund their research and shit. Like, it's just funny, silly stuff. And they're having sex. It's funny, silly, campy, crazy shit. It's not that. It's not like the disgusting stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. There's a novel called Necroscope, a book about a homicide investigator who's a paranormal diviner who autopsies dead bodies to provoke spirits to give him clues to the homicides he investigates. Huh. That's weird. That's weird. But that sounds interesting. Yeah. With a great fence around these parts. Yeah. Absolutely not, Air Spider 23. Absolutely not. Purgatory. Yeah. Other people's kids are into some weird stuff. Yeah, right. Oh, we won the oh god. I'm laughing, but it's messed up. I love a comic book series based on the novel called Necroscope. Nice. Okay, yeah. I hear you. Myrtle will blow your crotch off. Not the way it sounds. Yeah. Oh, Air Spider, that's funny. That's funny, man. That's funny. But yeah, I think that's really all I've got for tonight, guys. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to talk about or anything? I don't know. I think I kind of talked about a lot of stuff. I went through my comic book reviews a little bit earlier. A lot of great comic books came out this week, man. I'm telling you, that Midnight Rose, man. That Midnight Rose on Aftershock Comics this week is fucking great. It was great. But what do you expect from Jim Starlin? Right? What do you expect from Jim Starlin? The dude knows how to write books, and I'm telling you, that art in that book too. Love Nicole Jeleniek's art. Right? You know what's funny? Is I've noticed that here over the past like couple years, since I've really been getting into like the indie books, I've noticed, man, there's some really great fucking female artists out there that are some of my favorites out there right now. Like, take for instance, like I was saying, Midnight Rose, Nicole Jelenick's art. I've never like. I think I've only heard of the one other book that she did, and it was a Jim Starlin story that was in the Aftershock After Dark. I've never really seen her art before, but I see her art in this Midnight Rose book, and I'm like, dude, her fucking art is her art is fucking great. Absolutely great. And then I look at the other book, like I was talking about, Layla Lease, the girl who's doing Last Book You'll Ever Read. Great art. I love the style that she used. Also, Corin Howell. I follow her on Instagram. I see a lot of the art she does there, and she does the art in Shadow Service. She also does the art in Dark Red over on Aftershock Comics. I see her doing these covers, but she also like she does some of her arts that she just does on her Instagram. It's fucking great. She got this character she does called Lilith. Fucking fire stuff, and it's great too because like the art she does is in this like typically like black, white, and red, and it's not the gimmicky bullshit like Marvel does, but her art is fucking so great. I love it. Skylar Patridge, another artist that I've really been digging her art. When I first seen her shit was in a series called Relics of Youth. But then she came on and did David Andrews' second volume of Resonant, and I fucking love her art. She was doing the art for one of the Wonder Woman books that was on DC. I'm not sure which Wonder Woman it was, but she was doing the art in that book as well. Great art. Well, if you guys were here the other week, I got you can see it right there. I'm pointing to it. That Something Is Killing the Children issue number 21. Covers that she did for whatever comic book play or whatever comic shop it was. I ordered those online because her art's fucking great. Great stuff, man. And that is one of the things I've been noticing. I'm like, man, there's a lot of like that I've really been noticing lately and liking their styles. There's been a lot of female artists lately, man. A lot of female artists out there right now doing some just fucking phenomenal work. Phenomenal. Let's see. Trinity, what is your next big project you have going in your life? My next big project is something you guys are probably gonna follow along with a little bit, and that's getting all this fat off my fat ass. I feel like a fat piece of shit. I feel like I'm losing a little bit in my face here lately, but I don't know. Let me see. So we got that double chin. So that means we're definitely over 190. Got that double chin. But that's probably good. That's my next big project is getting my fat ass back into shape so I can maybe go do some racing again next season. But I think that's really about it. The next big project I have going on. I think so. Yeah. Barbarian Kung Fu says, have you seen the Gleason store exclusive for ASM 1? That shit is baller. No, I haven't. Is that for the new one that's getting ready to come out, or did it already come out? Did it already come out? The new I'm not. I stopped like Barbarian Kung Fu. I don't pull Marvel or DC books anymore. Not current ones. I don't like. They're not on my pull list anymore. Occasionally, I'll go out there and I'll buy a Marvel book, maybe for a cover. But that's really about it. And like, look, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Don't tell nobody this, especially anybody that watches my channel and hears me talking shit, because they're gonna say I'm a hypocrite. But occasionally I buy some Marvel books for the cover. I did it this week even. I'll show you. I had to get this one. This is a total cover buy, because believe me when I say I don't fucking read Star Wars comic books. Fireworks. But I seen this cover and I had to get it. This right here, this Star Wars issue number 22. Phil Noto did this cover. I seen this cover at the shop and I was like, that cover is fucking fire. I had to get it. It's not even like a special I guess it's the alternate cover. It is one of the alternate covers, but didn't cost extra or anything. But I seen this cover. I'm like, dude, that fucking cover is great, man. It's great. I mean, you got Leia and some other characters there that I don't know. You got C-3PO and Chewie. I mean, the only thing we're really missing here is R2-D2. You know, my boy. But I seen that cover and I had to get it. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. And I'll tell you, I was still pulling the Black Widow series and it just ended. So I haven't read it since like issue 5. I just like Black Widow, and it was like one of those things. I'm like, how much longer is this going to be? And it only ended up going to 15 issues anyway. Ha ha ha! That's what you get, Marvel. That's what you get for putting fucking Kelly Thompson on Black Widow when you had the Saska sisters writing one of the best fucking stories you're ever gonna publish on in your comic books, and you take out the Saska sisters and you put in fucking Kelly Thompson. Jesus Christ, man. She can barely write a fucking Captain Marvel book. It's stupid shit like that why I don't pull Marvel and DC books anymore. Stupid shit like that. Like, seriously. I can't. But I'll tell you, look. I think the other last Marvel book that I pulled as a cover by. And I haven't read this one either. But that was this one right here. This Moon Knight cover from Jed McKay, this Moon Knight cover from Raza. I seen this cover and I was like, okay, like that covered pretty fine. Like I like Raza's art, so I had to get that one. But those were the last. That's it. I'm done. But no, I don't pull a whole lot of Marvel or DC books anymore, man. But I do still pick up the omnibuses. If you weren't here earlier, you didn't see, but I actually picked up this omnibus right here this week. I've never read She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk, so when this was solicited, I went ahead and had this on pre-order at the LCS. I figured, what better way to learn about a character than to read where they were introduced and read their original stories, the first 25 issues right here. Probably the whole run. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Oh yeah, maybe it is, because I see on issue 25 it says the end with a question mark on it though, right? Because we know it's not the end. But I'll have to check it out. That Gleason store exclusive. I'll have to check that out. Nick Wilson says FBI sees Immortal Jungle fantasy book. Oh, he ordered only one? Yeah. His waves. Where's He waves to what? Ariana Grande? Next target. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, next target. Oh yeah, Jim Starlin's the GOAT. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, Jim Starlin is the man, dude. Turning I'm off on the 18th and the 20th if you still want me to join a chat. Ooh, I like it. Likey. Let me see. Here. And those days are coming up quick. Okay, so you're off on. Okay, 18th might be out because I might be rushing to get my taxes done that day. But Wednesday. That means we might have to do a members only stream on Wednesday, the same day that we're gonna have, and it'll be members only mostly because we're gonna do our live stream with Chillmonger that day after Moon Knight. But that's awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That'll be great. And this will probably be our first episode of Meet the Myrtle Maniacs. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, dude, that'd be great. Sex with things is cool. Not that weirdo shit in jungle. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, 420 streaming. Yeah. Necroscope series rocks. Brian Lumley. His brain is awesome. Okay. Nice. All right. See, Random Brad Creator knows what you're talking about, Aaron. Let's talk Moon Knight. Trinity, okay. Trinity, okay. Room, it's been 3 days now. I need to sleep. We can talk Moon Knight till daybreak. Yeah. Yeah. It's been 3 days now. Yeah. Female artists tend to be ridiculously good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whoa, porker. Yeah, absolutely, Random Brad. Absolutely, man. I think right now I'm probably like 200, 205 right now. Yeah. I am porker right now. Trust me. I have the issue 1 Goblin pre-ordered and seen the issue 2 Hobgoblin. Who is there another? Oh, okay. Yeah. See, look, y'all talking, getting them cover buys. Black Widow was good too. The Saska Sisters Black Widow, it was. Maybe not the Kelly Thompson one so much. Let's see, Trinity on the Low Marvel Comic Show classic. Oh, damn! See, I knew I should have said that. Oh, damn. Yeah. You got Leia and some other people. I don't know. Too. Yes. Hey, I know Leia. That's enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. I haven't liked a single Kelly Thompson book other than Widow. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Restore the Saska Sisters universe. There you go. No, it's better just those in the open order Goblin Queen ASM 1. Yeah. All right. Nice. Yeah. We can smoke it up too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's gonna be quite the day. Yes. Yeah. When I said I didn't get the Goblin Queen. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, still talking. So about you freaking comic nerds in your covers, man. I know how it is. Random Brand says jokes. Nah, dude. Like I tell you, like look, I shouldn't be able to do that. See that? I shouldn't be able to do that. I should do that, and it should look like this. But no. Looks like this. Looks like we got fucking Frankfurters fucking on my neck. I hate to think, like, I bet you the back of my neck looks like fucking, yeah. It probably looks, yeah. Probably looks terrible. You don't want to see these love handles right now, man. You don't want to see them. You don't want to see the spare tire right now. Nah. You don't. But before we go on this journey, you're going to Yeah, don't give me hope, Lucas. That's a meme. That's a meme. That sounds like a meme right there. That shit's funny. That shit's funny. Man, y'all are making me laugh. I didn't even have any chocolate tonight. I didn't even have any chocolate. We got these specialty chocolate bars right here. We got these ones right here. Oh. Oh, this is only this. Man, they say this is 3 doses. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe I just don't take more. I just don't take more. It says this is 3 doses. Y'all some crazy son of bitches, man. Does that look like 3 doses? Does that look like 3? Does that look like 3 doses? That looks like motherfucking 6. Doesn't that look like 6? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You expect me to take 2 of them motherfuckers? Like, look, dude. Like, one of these things get me feeling okay. And like I'll have one and I'll sleep like a baby, man. I like this shit helps me sleep. Like these things like legitimately do help me sleep. Like I get like a deeper sleep. Cuz like generally I mean I sleep pretty good anyway, but like like of course sometimes I do wake up still feeling a little like fatigued, like oh man, like shit. But it definitely helps. But 2 of them? Oh man. My wife, who doesn't smoke or anything, one time, after our first daughter was born, and we're living in an apartment at the time. We lived in this apartment for about 6 months before we got our house, and I didn't know because I'd never had any of these Hubby's bars before or anything. So I gave her a piece of chocolate. I think I gave her 2 slivers of this what they say is a dose on here. I'd never had them before. She was like, "Why'd you give me that much?" Like she asked me, "Why did you give me that much?" I'm like, I didn't know. That's my first time taking it too. But I gave her some of this chocolate, and man, for a while it was funny. Like she was kind of she was like laughing. She was like, "Oh, she kind of laughing, having a good time." And then like it was like too much. She got hungry. And she kind of like wasn't feeling. She didn't start having a bad trip or anything, but she's kind of like, oh, you know, she's like, I gotta get some food. So she had some food. She ate. She was all laughy. But then, you know, I kept her calm, so she didn't like have a bad trip or anything, like because she was so faded. But she passed out for like 12 hours straight. She was out like fucking solid, bro. She didn't fucking move or anything. I made sure she was still alive, but done. Fucking done. Done for like 12 hours. Out. I want to say it was like from, what was it, from like 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock in that evening? Maybe it would have been a little later, maybe just a little bit earlier. Till the next morning, like just done. Out. Out. She didn't get up to pee. She didn't get up nothing. I don't even think she moved. But it was funny. It was funny. How are you doing that? You're half my size. What's that? What do you mean? What do you mean? Doing what? Fuck, you got me doing that. Doing what? What are you talking about? Doing what? What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? Got you doing what? My kind of chocolate. Yeah. Magic ticket time. Yeah, there you go. 1 dose. Yeah. 3 or 6. He's kidding. I take a whole 200 milligram bar and go to the movie. Jeez. Yeah, and I think these are 130 total. I want to say it's 130 total. I could be wrong. Serving size 1 full bar. Calories 236. Calories from fat 20. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure this one 130 milligrams like for the full bar. I could be wrong. But yeah. 200 milligram bar. Go to the movies. Yeah. You fucking crazy. He says eat it all. Do it. No. I'm getting ready to go to sleep anyway. Man. It would just be wasting it. Yeah. If those are Frankfurters, then I got kielbasas under my neck. No, I don't know. These might be Nathan's. That's a Nathan's. I don't know. Is that a Nathan's? It might be a Nathan's. Yeah. It might be a Nathan's. We got, the Nathans. It's like kielbasas. Oh man, definitely eat the whole thing. You crazy? He says I'm good. Think about 240 pounds last I checked. Nice. All right. Yeah, we can get there. Yeah, blink of time for that one, Trinity. I remember my first time. Yeah, man. Yeah, I miss those first time highs. Yeah, absolutely. How do you have a double check? I do, man. I'm telling you. Like, look, that's why the camera angle is where it's at. Because you got to do the camera angles just like the women do. You know how they make you think they look all hot and everything on Instagram by they go up. They like you take the picture from up, not from down. Because if you take the picture from down, you can see all that. But you take it from up, you see less of it when it's coming down. And plus they show you coming from the top and you get to see that cleavage. That probably isn't as much cleavage as you think it is. So the camera, the way it's set up, is a little higher than me. And it's kind of facing down a little bit, right? Like, right? So it's facing down a little bit. So it's got that slimming look on it. It's the tricks of the trade, right? Because if you've seen how I look, like you see that, maybe like, see that? I'm totally not holding my neck back, but like, I mean, it's all about angles. And how they first teach you about angles is when you're a kid and you grow up and you've got uncles and cousins and stuff that are older than you, and you're watching inappropriate videos that you shouldn't be watching for your age. And they kind of teach you about... Anyway. No one has ever died from a THC overdose. A THC overdose, so it's fine. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, they haven't. I mean, essentially to OD from it is just passing out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the overdose. That's the overdosage. Is like, yeah, passing out. Yeah, it's my kind of chocolate. Yeah. Take 3. Yeah, feeling the neck fat. Yeah, absolutely. Trinity don't care about calories. You want to get high? No, I do care. I right now I don't. Yeah. I do care. I wish I could. I only wish I could still geek out. What do you mean? What are you talking about? They do them in squares of 10, about 20 milligrams a square. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think these ones are, well, I mean, what would that be about? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably like 20. Yeah. Yep. Lucas, I haven't geeked out in years. I'm dying to. Wait, what are you guys talking about? Is that a... Yeah, your cleavage looks great. Thank you. After that explanation, I'll never get catfished. Yes. That's how they do it, man. That's how they. And I'm telling you, that's why you see when they take the pictures, they do them from up here, not down here. Because you take the picture from down here, you seeing like everything looks rounder from the ground up, right? Like, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Tricks. Don't let them Instagram angles fool you. It's all about the it is. Yeah. I'm not fat. I'm not fat. I train, diet down a bit a few months before summer. Yeah. Yeah. All good, man. Yeah. My uncles used to cover my eyes. What? What are you talking about? Your uncles? Your ankles? Your cankles? OD on weed is dry mouth munchies. Pipe dream stuffing your friends at a deep sleep. Yeah. Yeah, munchies. You know what's funny is like I don't really get the munchies. Like here's the thing is like I realize when I get munchies from is when you have low quality buds. Like that's when I get the munchies when I have low quality stuff. When I have good quality like stress, man. Stress that shit will put a hole in your lungs, but it will give you bad mad munchies, give you them fucking red eyes that are like your fucking eyes are redder than the devil's dick. And and it gives you the worst kind. Like that's stress, man. That's the shit you shouldn't be like. That's the shit that you're probably growing in your backyard that you sell to your neighbor so you can go get some good shit. That's what that shit does to you. That's what that shit does to you. But you have the good stuff. Like it doesn't really do that. Like you still probably get some cottonmouth, but like you don't get the a lot of the like I don't get the munchies as bad. My eyes don't get all super red and all of that stuff as bad. Um. Yeah, she's rounder from the grounder. Oh man, that's funny. I'm going to Jason's to say good night. 7 a.m. Pacific. To 10 a.m. Eastern. Going to Jason's charity stream for a dad joke. Come on by. All right, for sure. 7 a.m. tomorrow. 7 a.m. All right. Sweet. Yeah. I geek out on weed. But you get lost in thought, forget what you're talking about, and weed's not the same. Plus, it's okay. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. When a band seed would come on, they would cover my eyes. Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you guys were talking about geeking out, I thought you were talking about something else. I thought maybe you guys were talking about like some vitamin A or something else. You know what I mean? Like the magic mushrooms. Or maybe some vitamin A. I wouldn't know nothing about that. I take a pic from I take a pic from down that angle. You're getting dick pics. Yeah, right. That's funny. Random Red for sure. Apparently, the Necroscope novel is adapted in. Apparently, the Necroscope novel is adapted into a 5 comic book series from like '93. Oh, interesting. Might have to look into that. Yeah, don't give me no Bammer Munchies, no bueno. Yeah. You don't want that stuff. Yeah. Can't get that high anymore. Tolerance is too high. No more geeking out for me. Yeah. I hear you, man. Yeah. Those times are situational. Yeah. Miss those devil dick days. Yeah, when your eyes are so red, like you can feel like the tear, like the your tear ducts and everything, like they're all dry, like you feel like you're gonna close them. It's like yeah, like your eyes are closing on a dry desert. Yeah. We'll be there tomorrow, Mikey. We'll see you. Yeah. Absolutely. I do mushrooms with my tacos. Best way to get you where you want to be. Oh no, with the tacos? What? Like you put them in the tacos? Like that's interesting. Have a good one, Mike Porter. I'm getting ready to end this thing too anyway, man. I'm getting ready to end this too. Probably go listen to Jason and them stream while I'm getting ready to go to sleep as well. But yeah. I think that's all we've got for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for being here today. Hearing me flap my gums about comic books. We talked about those at the beginning of the stream. Talked a little bit about just people and like people still talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Nobody cares. Of course, people talking about Johnny and Amber. I could fucking care less about that either. Jesus Christ. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight on the Trailer Park Live. We've gone actually way longer than I meant to, way longer than I anticipated, but it's all good for you great people. Let's see how long we've been. What are we at now? 2.5 hours, man. Wow. Hard to imagine. But thank you all so much for being here. You all have a good day. Have a great rest of your night. Go out and read some awesome comic books, and we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Get your taxes done. Later.